How's it going, guys? Out here working. Just pulled this hose off. This isn't the hose that was leaking, but it's either take the hose off and sacrifice the hose or sacrifice the paint all over the thermostat housing. I knew it was a toss-up between this and the upper radiator hose, so I changed this. Not a big deal. Actually, it's probably usable if you slice it there again, but this is something you throw in the trunk and you use when you're stuck on the side of the road to get home. So I probably have one sitting in the trunk. So we'll hold on to that. So I put the one hose on. There's the other one. So it's the upper hose that's leaking, which I don't know what this upper hose is from. That's where the fun starts. This AMC, well, let me just show you that measurement before it turns off. 1.5 inches. That's the size of my two ends. That's all that matters to me. AMC ran one hose kind of like straight and one hose that kind of like went over and around the AC compressor. That's the one that they carry because it fits every car, but it looks like a bucket of shit. Thermostat housing is slightly different on this tunnel ram, and so is this filling neck. This radiator is for a Concord. The other one would have had it over more or something. I don't remember what it was. I just know that I made this hose from something. There's some kind of numbers on it a long time ago. So, but it's been off way too many times, as you guys know, from all the work on the car, year after year after year after year after year. And it's time. So, I guess I'm gonna go to the store and look for something with those bends in it, 1.5 inch openings, see what we come up with. So I don't think the lower hose is leaking. I was actually going to leave all this to the winter, so I'm giving Junior that fuel pump, and I'm putting a bigger and better one on here. Yeah, sometimes you have to use your imagination. This is waste. I think there's another piece actually in there. That's what I came up with. Still think that lower clamp is too big. They are two different sizes for some particular reason. Probably me remaking that clamp that day. I obviously haven't cleaned this still stuff that I'm cleaning. But that's what I came up with. Has enough give. Went on there far enough, went on here far enough. So very similar to the original hose, but not quite. They didn't have a listing for what I thought it was. So I think the original one went like that. So we'll clean it all up. This is the way I cut them. I know they got the tool to cut them. I don't have the tool to cut them. For the smaller hoses, socket, I put tape around it where I want to cut it. As soon as you cut it like this, first of all, it doesn't let it deform, so you get that oval, oddball shape. And as soon as it hits the socket, it just comes around, cuts it nice. And the big one. So I got it close. The problem was I didn't have a fresh razor blade for this one. So, and that was not my first cut. So, with that said, I need a little more antifreeze because I will not dump that back in. And we need to do some cleaning. We need to run it. So if that clamp is a problem, I gotta get another clamp. And I definitely will not have another clamp for this weekend. But at least I know the size of this one. This one's 1 15/16. That's definitely a tad bit smaller than that one. But even on the other hose, it was bottomed out, so that could have been part of the problem. I think this hose has a little less tension on it, tugging wise. But it fits well. So it's hard when you don't have the car there. And you know, going through 200 hoses. They were nice. They let me go through them. I brought my calipers. I measured them. Make sure they were 1.5 inches. I found one that was like dead on, but too long. And it wasn't 1.5 inches. It was like maybe 1 3/8 inches. Probably could have got it on, but I probably would have ripped the neck off the radiator. So, that said, we'll be back out here probably Friday night. Friday night they're calling for rain. doing work outside actually. So Friday night, going for rain, so I'll probably come in here and button up this car, make it drivable again. And got a show on Sunday. They're not going for rain, so it's one of the last Swap Meets of the Year show for us. And the weekend after that is the mini bike show. So we'll decide if we're going. Probably gonna go. I don't know. I don't need any more mini bikes. So with that said, I think I'm calling it a night, guys. It's probably after 10 o'clock now. They've been running all around. So, only got 2 core. Leave it there so I don't lose it. Okay. Talk to you guys later.